I always thought I don't really need people around me. But now I realize I need the right people around me. I thought I would be happier living a life in isolation, a remote cabin in the woods with just animals surrounding me, only to realize that I actually really crave connection, but with people that fit me. How do you find the right people? One way for me is through traveling. Through traveling, I gained some of my most beautiful human connections. Let me tell you about my favorite way of traveling. Using a volunteering exchange platform called HelpX, which connects travelers to hosts who are looking for volunteers. You do some kind of voluntary work, and in return, your host provides your accommodation and meals. Like during this HelpX stay in Sweden, I helped out with renovating old Swedish buildings, gardening, looking after the dogs, or with whatever needed to be done, in exchange for food, internet, and the coziest little apartment I got to stay in. This way of traveling, I stay in places I had never heard of before, and if it wasn't for HelpX, probably would have never visited. You stay longer at one place, allowing you to really get to know that place. And you participate in the daily life of the locals, allowing you to really experience life there. And last but not least, it's a cheap way of traveling. You only pay for your travels. This way of traveling and meeting people changed my life. I felt so at home at the places I visited. Felt so much like I belonged. At some places I even ended up staying up to 6 months. I made friends for life and experienced deep connection. And every time I left, I got to learn life's lesson again about walking on a shore, picking up a beautiful shell, walking with it for a bit in admiration, to then lay it back down again in the warm sand and continue my way. And this HelpX experience in Sweden, I also had such a good connection with the people and the place. I stayed at the place about an hour driving north from Uppsala, in a small town surrounded by endless forests, magical deserted swamps, and scenic farming fields. I dwelled for hours through deserted forests, no path or human in sight. When I arrived, everything was still bare, but you could sense the unrest of a billion buds wanting to burst out blooming. And before I knew it, spring exploded, and everything turned into this rich, fresh green that only those first few moments of spring can show. I have seen so much beauty during my stay here, so let me end this video by showing you some glimpses of the Swedish wilderness and countryside that I fell in love with.